Yes, how you doing? This is A-Rock. Welcome to my audiobook. This is chapter 1, from New York to St. Louis. First of all, if you don't know, I am from New York City originally. Born and raised in Astoria Projects, 3-04 27th Avenue. Moved to St. Louis in 1992. Came to St. Louis not knowing what I was in for, not even knowing what was going to happen when I got there. Well, when I got to St. Louis, it's nothing like the New York projects. You know what I'm saying? It's way different. St. Louis is not really slow, but St. Louis was very big on gang activity back in '92 when I first arrived. Um, it was certain colors you couldn't wear. It was certain sets you couldn't go on with certain colors on. Like it was that serious on the streets. And if you was to walk through the streets with red on in my neighborhood where I was from, they'd bash your head in point blank. They would straight up mess you up. You know, it wasn't no playing around here, no faking. It was real gangsters, OGs. You had Crips, 1-9s, Grape Streets. All the sets you could think of that was here in the neighborhood I moved into. Well, my mother had left New York to keep me out of gangs and violence. Came to St. Louis and joined the gangs and violence. Yes, I'm not proud of it. I joined the 60 Crip gang on the streets because that was my neighborhood gang. And it was like I didn't have to get into a gang, but at the time of my life, I wanted to join an organization. So I chose to run with the Crips. You know, I hung out with them, I rolled with them, and I didn't really do a lot of dirt with them because my mother really stayed on me a lot. So if I was trying to go somewhere and grab a purse, my mother would keep me in the house. You know, so I really couldn't be active like that in the streets. But when the chances I had to get in the streets, I did get out and participate in some gang activities, which I pray that it didn't get me locked up, but I got in some trouble with the police. But being in that gang activity coming to St. Louis, it's a lot of peer pressure when you're growing up in St. Louis where you don't have your father around. And, you know, it's a lot of influence without your people around you. So I think I joined because I felt like I had no choice. And that's how it was the transition from New York to St. Louis. But I will always have love for St. Louis because this is what made me a good man today, made me better. So if it wasn't for me going through them bad experience in life, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you for listening to chapter 1.